Alright, so we're going to go over what was sold over the last 2 weeks. Last week I kind of kept forgetting about the video, putting it off, and then it was like Wednesday, and I said, forget it. Forget it. I will just save it for next week and do 2 weeks. So, last week was horrible. The worst week ever, for sure. There was, what was it? The weekend I sold one thing, and then there was, 2 or 3 days during the week that I sold absolutely nothing. Not even a patch. It was bad. But then we picked up and had a couple of sales. And then the weekend was alright. It was 4 things for like $80. 3 of them were deodorants. 2 of them out on offer. And the other thing was a $10 DVD. So, not the greatest. And also, as you can see by looking at my feedback percentage, I ended up getting a negative as well. Which we'll go over here in a minute, because I'm pretty sure it was on this one in particular. This Wagner Control Stainer 150. As you can see, I put it as open box, $29.99, and the buyer left me negative feedback saying it's already been used, which is BS, because you can see from the photos, no, it's not. At least I'm pretty sure it's not. I mean, you can see that, and that might be something, but looking at it, you can see it looks brand new. So, I said, what was it on this? Like, maybe, but this has also been sitting around a while. But you can see there's like no paint in here, which there usually is. Or paint on the cord. That's usually the telltale sign. That's why I put it as new open box. So, but as you can see, I ended up getting a negative for it. I haven't asked eBay to try and remove it, because I already know they're not going to. So, I mean, I always could for the fun of it, to see if they actually will, even though I know they won't. They'll say it's, buyer's opinion or whatever, because there's no option otherwise. And I did send them a message, if you're unhappy to open a return. They haven't, of course. Of course, I also say I don't take returns, so that might be why they just immediately went to. Also, they didn't contact me or anything either, just boop, immediate negative feedback. So, well, it finally happened. Finally pissed someone off, so it is what it is. I say, it's not that it's that big of a deal, because you can see it's still 99.8. So, and I was also wondering if that's why the sales have really seem to have fallen off, because most things now I don't have returns on. So I might go back through and turn returns back on and see if that changes anything. But it's also August, so not a great time of year. People are more focused on back to school. Their kids have already returned, or we're counting down the last days of summer. Because like up here in Western New York, we don't go. School does not start till the day after Labor Day. Is when school starts. At least the public schools. I think some of the private schools, it is before that. But for the most part, the public schools, it's the day after Labor Day. So, anyways, finally sold the last pack of these Reebok underwear, which I'm glad to be out of. So, $14.99 free ship on that. Next was this lot of 2 Penthouse magazines from 1990, January and July. $13 plus 7 ship. Next was this Nike Air Jordan hat. $30 free ship on that. And as you can see, I got 5 of them, sold 1. And a ton of people, I think, have gotten these. So these will take a bit to sell. Like I said, here's the deodorants. Got a few of them from, like I said, the weekend. And then there was like 1 or 2 that sold last week. But as you can see, 98 have sold, which is insane. The amount of deodorants I had. Because I remember unloading that pallet and putting it into the car. It seemed like it was never ending. But it has turned out to be a great, slow, and steady burn. It's one of my best pallets ever. In terms of profit. Because I think I'm at, like, I have to do the math again. I think I'm up to like 2,200 now, minus the 780 I paid for it. Still one of the best profit pallets ever. Next, finally sold one of these, a Pacific Blue 203.89 paper towels, $60 free ship, and these are definitely not the greatest margins on these. Shipping on it was like $25. But it came on the Staples pallet that I've wanted to try out. Staples, that the pallet place occasionally brings in. They haven't had it in a bit now. This was like one of the last pallets of them that they had. They haven't had them for a while. It's been a lot of Amazon lately, and some gas, lawnmowers, pressure washers, things like that. So they haven't had Staples in a while, which is kind of seems to be how they do it. Is they'll kind of come in waves. Like they used to bring in Walgreens. They had that for a while. They haven't had that in a bit. Dollar General kind of seems like they go through waves of either being able to get their hands on it or just so they don't, kind of burn everyone out of the same thing. So, but that Staples pallet overall should be pretty decent. It's kind of just, put these in a stack in the corner and wait for them to sell. Okay, apparently I sold another pack of the Reeboks. Yep, so this should have been the last pack right here. $14.99. Next was this Braun all-in-one trimmer. $40 free ship on that. Next was another lot of Penthouse from 1975, lot of 4. $14.99 plus $10 ship. But I also wanted to mention that there was another lot of Penthouse that I sold that actually has a listing violation because there's actually apparently in a couple of these Penthouse magazines there's a 17-year-old in them, which I did not know about. And at first I got it on an active listing. Yeah, it was on an active listing, and it just got taken down for the violating minors policy. It didn't tell me who in it or whatever. But then on the second one, it gave me a name that I looked up, and it was a pretty, famous adult star for the time, of course, because she was 17 at the time when she posed for a bunch of magazines and was in videos and that. She used, a fake birth social security card? Some document was fake that changed her birth date to obviously make her 18 when she was really 17, so I did take the band magazine out of the other lot, and then there was another lot that ended up selling that it got flagged for afterwards, so I can't pull up the actual listing. But so far, none of the other Penthouses got flagged. There was just the 2, and like I said, the one I was able to remove, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it now. I guess I'm gonna have to throw it out or something. I won't be able to sell it. Definitely not on eBay anyways. So, that is that. So, I still have to go through the rest of the magazines. I just was able to go through all the Penthouse and Playboys. I still have all the other brands that I need to deal with. Alright, enough of that. Next is this Fernald nuclear plant in Ohio. $9.99 on that. Actually thinking about it, this I think was the only thing I sold on the weekend, and then this was the first thing that I sold again on like Tuesday or Wednesday. That started where the sales came back, and this was the first package. So there's another Wagner control stainer. Did I spell that wrong? Yes, I did. That might also be why it hasn't sold, because I spelled stainer wrong. Anyways, $20 free ship on that one. Next was the St. Louis County Police Missouri, $6.99. Next was this lot of 14 Cavalier magazines. As you see, I put them up for $100 plus 12 ship with best offer on, and I ended up taking a best offer of 75 plus ship. And I think the original offer was like 60. I countered back at 75, and he took it. This is something I probably could have held out for and got my $100 for. But you know, it's all profit to me. It doesn't matter. Like I said, these were part of a clean out job I did for my neighbors. His father-in-law cleaning out his house. So you know, I got paid to take these. These were just, you know, a bonus. So whatever money I get is all gravy to me. So I'm a little more flexible, and I'll take the 75. See, these are kind of all over the place, so that's why I kind of just figured I'll list them kind of high, take best offers, put best offer on, and see what someone's willing to pay. Like I said, there's another deodorant. Another one. There's a DVD that sold upside down. $10 free ship, brand new. And I put it as media mail. It was literally cheaper to send it Ground Advantage. The post office at this point probably should just get rid of media mail. It's fairly useless. Definitely on small things. Now, if you had like a big lot, I'm pretty sure they'd be useful, but on small things, it's absolutely worthless. And this, I don't even remember where I got it. It's not in my SKU. I'm assuming I got this at Goodwill, and if so, I would have paid. Is it $3 or is it $2? I already forgot. I think it's $2 per DVDs. Then if you buy, I think 3, the price drops. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've actually found a DVD at Goodwill that was worth anything. And of course I did free ship, which is not great. I would have rather have not had it at free ship, but I think that's kind of what the market was at. So, anyways, whatever. Still made a couple bucks. Like I said, there's another deodorant. Like I said, 2 of them were out on offer. And then I woke up Monday morning to this Easy Bake Oven had sold out on offer, $26.99 plus 15 ship. And this was another Goodwill find. Got this for $8. And I know a while back I had sold an Easy Bake Oven and a hat, and there was actually 2 more there. I probably should have grabbed them all, especially since these are the older ones. As you can tell by the box, these are the older version. So this one was missing a few things, as you can see. This is what it came with. It's missing like a second baking dish, and then like a cover on top. It's missing that plastic cover on top. You can kind of see here what's missing. So I think, yeah, it's missing one of the other tools. Like that should be the second one of this. I don't even know if that originally came with it, but that's why I priced it down a little more, because the other one the first one I got from the same Goodwill actually was worth more because it was complete. And then the next thing, this was a surprise to see, this GE 100 watt soft white light bulb, this super old one. This also sold out on offer like $16.10, I think. Free ship. It's going down to New York City, so this should be interesting to pack, and hopefully it will arrive safely. If not, I have 20 other ones to try it again. This was something I was not expecting to sell anytime soon. But it was part of the Amazon Pink palette that you saw last week, and like I said, there was a big stack of them. So we'll have to that's another thing, just kind of put it in the corner and wait for it to sell. And then if I ever get sick of looking at them, let's just throw them out. If I ever get super sick of looking at them, but that it's gonna have to be a while. This is definitely just gonna be a long-term hold. And then the last thing was this Sutter County Fire patch at $9.99. So that was good to have 2 that the couple of patch sales I've had were higher value ones on this account, which is pretty good. All right, we're gonna switch over to the other account, which I don't think I hid the buyer's information yet. Nope. Well, not that it's that big of a deal, but only sold 3 things. This Chandler, Oklahoma at $7.99. The Spring Creek Lieutenant, $7.99. And then this Washington, D.C. hat patch at $4.99. As you can see on this one, too, I had that negative feedback from a while ago, so it's 99.1. So, that is it. I did pick up another patch lot, actually, earlier today. We'll kind of have to see when it comes in. It's just like a photo of a box of patches, and it doesn't really show anything, like how many there is, so I'm kind of taking a bit of a gamble. But it was $50. I figure there should be enough in there, even as long as there's 20, at least 25. That's $2 a piece, which is not too bad. I've definitely paid more than $2 before, so we'll just have to see when those come in. And we'll have to see what the pallet places got for Wednesday and Saturday. See if they got anything good. And if not, on Wednesday, though, there's going to be a big change at the storage unit. I'll include that in next week's video, what is going on there. We'll kind of keep it a secret till next week. But other than that, that is it. And I'll see you guys next week.